This is what about balancing. We can enhance this chapter by introducing lever, because the middle one is the lever with which we are balancing, and that is the proper means you can say the balance that we take the measurement of anything. If we put a thing on one side, and if we put other thing on other side, if it is heavier, then the balance gets down if it's heavier. So we can see that this is less heavy and this is more heavy, right? So balancing. So while both are balancing, that means it has equal weight. And also on the higher classes, you can give the mass, the idea of mass. What is mass? In respect of the gravitation, what we get as the weight, that is in respect of gravitation. What is gravity? The attraction towards the earth's point, that is gravity. On the basis of that, what we get as a weight, that is mass. And what is lever? Lever is a point with which we get balance. Now, different types of levers are there. It is for the primary groups that we are making. But don't think of only primary group. If I say that introduce this balance board for your grade 7 standard, so it is not only this that you will say. You have to take something extra for them. What is balancing? First, you can say in the introduction, you can say if we take 2 buckets full of water in one hand only, so we will get that side that this is very heavy. But for one bucket, if we take one bucket in one hand, it is getting like this. We are not getting balance in one side. But if we take both side bucket, we will stand properly. So you can notice that the carrier who are taking the carriers, heavy carriers, they take always 2 buckets, because the balance of the bamboo with which they carry the buckets, that gets balanced. And their shoulder, if they rest the bamboo on their shoulder, it gets the balance out there. And both side equality gives its stability. Introduce that thing. You can show the real picture how the carrier gets the bucket, or they get this type of buckets. Okay, it is more stable. So lever, where we are putting our lever, that should be a real balance for the weight. It is the engineering of that part. Now for the little kids, we will do with a fun way that this is balancing. But for the higher grades, it is not only that we are learning for only little kids, only for pre-primary or primary groups. We can enhance this level. We can tweak the plan that we say, we can tweak the plan, or we can upgrade the plan for the higher classes also, right? Because water cycle, what we can introduce water cycle, black cloud comes and they get joined, and then when they get joined, it gets heavier, and then it cannot hold the rain inside, it cannot hold the water inside. If we will put some water in a balloon, it can hold. But if you put more water, it cannot keep the water inside, right? And sometimes it gets bursted. So the cloud bursts and the water comes down in the form of rain. But when you are giving the same sense to standard 7 or standard 8, will you say like that? Precipitation, then the term of the vibration, the drops of water, this gets so accumulation. So everything, some new vocabulary with some enhanced idea, you will do the same topic, right? So these are the things that we can do. Thank you, Lavanya, for your effort. Next, Sheetal, can you show us? Okay, no, Saima. Saima was ready. Saima was ready. Let Saima give the.
So this is what I have prepared here.
In my some of maybe the second class of phonics, I start with a good brain twister. That means the meditation and the brain gym. So we twist our ears. We do the lazy 8. We do the hooting sound, we take the breathe, hold here. So this actually gives us the activity of doing the brain gym, and then we start with doing some extra brain gym, and also you can start some brain gym, and what are the benefits of doing that. Also, I always suggest my teachers that whenever you feel that your class is somewhere feeling lazy, feeling tired, feeling bored, you can start anytime the brain gym. In between of our session, at the end, in between, very starting of the session, you can do any yoga session, any whatever, the break, gym session, whatever. You can start anytime. You can play the music anytime. Let's start singing. In fact, in China, I don't know whoever you have been there, or maybe you have any idea about China, in working stations also, that means in office culture also, anytime they play the music, they start playing the music. and you have to dance at that time. You have to dance because you have to enter into that session.